Hey guys, it's Pete Tansley here from PeteTansleyFitness.com, and today I want to give a brief overview of intermittent fasting, or IF. I'm getting slammed with questions, I guess, from you guys online about this, and look, it's a hot topic right now. There's books coming out mainstream. It's been around in bodybuilding or in fat loss circles for a few years now. So this video, the goal of it is a basic overview. So there's plenty of different types of fasting. In fact, without even realizing, we all do fasting every night when we don't eat between dinner and breakfast. Essentially what fasting is for a set period or a prolonged period each day, you're abstaining from calories. You don't eat any solid foods or any caloric foods for a period of time. Now, some of those, if you're a fan of, say, Brad Poland, he goes for 24-hour fasts. Others, the lean gains method, which is the 16-hour fast followed by an 8-hour eating window. There's plenty more examples of that, with longer or shorter fasts. But basically, they all go under the same premise of the fasting has many benefits, and I'll get to those in a minute. I'm a big fan of fasting for several reasons, but look, it goes against what I know I used to teach my clients, and plenty of magazines and trainers and coaches out there have preached for years, which is more meals a day. And the theory, although it was flawed at the time, but the theory was more meals equals more metabolism, or a bigger boost to your metabolism, under the premise of TEF, the thermic effect of food. Now that's flawed because it works off total caloric intake. What I mean is, if you were to have 5,000 calories a day across one meal, 5 meals, or 25 meals, the thermic effect doesn't change. The only thing that changes the thermic effect is the caloric intake. More calories eaten equals a higher TEF, less calories, obviously less thermic effect. So that methodology that so many fitness competitors and trainers still preach, 6 meals a day, is flawed. Moving on, the main benefits of fasting. Firstly, you will learn, and this is what I definitely learned, the difference between real hunger and what we think is hunger. Now, I doubt that any of us living in a civilized world ever truly go hungry or starving in our adult lives. Sure, there's many who are too poor to eat regular meals, but if you're watching this on YouTube, I doubt that you or I have ever really gone hungry or starving. So often we get to 3 hours or 5 hours and we think that we're hungry, but what it actually is emotions. We're bored, or we're tired, or we're stressed at work, so we turn to calories, to food, as a medicinal way to feel better. I know I certainly do that, and have in the past. So fasting differentiates between actual hunger and what we think is hunger, or perceived hunger. The second main benefit is reduced calories. Obviously, if you're fasting for 12 hours, 16 hours, or 24 hours or more on a regular basis, assuming that you don't overcompensate at night or after the fast and eat double what you would have, you will, over the course of a week, obviously eat far less. So there's benefits to that as well. Probably the most complex benefit, and I'm not going to go into it on this video, I might do that in a follow-up video, is the hormonal response. In short, hormones respond to things such as eating or not eating or training. One of the main ones is growth hormone. So during periods of both training and not eating, such as when we're sleeping, growth hormone is excreted in higher amounts. So in short, by extending the period where calories aren't consumed, growth hormone will increase. So it's beyond the context of this video, especially this short video, but there are many hormonal benefits to intermittent fasting. Probably the biggest thing, or the second biggest thing, is look, there's less preparation time. I remember for 2 or 3 years when I first got serious into my training, every single night, or at least 2 or 3 nights a week, I was cooking my meals. I was cooking kilograms of chicken. I was packing everything in Tupperware. I had so much fucking Tupperware, it was insane. My fridge was full of Tupperware because I had 6 meals for tomorrow, 6 meals for the next day. It's completely pointless. Now, the way I do my fasting is my first meal's after lunch. I'll have a second meal mid-afternoon, and then I'll come home and cook my biggest meal of the day, which is dinner. Many of my others out there doing fasting simply do that once a day. Remember, calories don't matter for the thermic effect of food. So just in closing, look, there's obviously many different ways to lose weight, to build muscle, to drop body fat, and I don't want to come across as dogmatic in my approach. Will 6 meals a day work? Sure. There's plenty of ripped guys and girls walking around with six-packs that have no side effects from doing that. Will 4 meals a day work? Sure. With breakfast? Sure. But in my opinion, one of the best ways, if not the best way for 95% of the population is to incorporate some kind of intermittent fasting throughout your week. Whether that's 7 days a week, I don't know. Whether that's 5 days a week, look, there's still benefits from fasting even 2 or 3 times per week. It's easy. There's no meal prep. It works. This is obviously just a basic overview for today. I'm going to put a link down below to a few articles I've written on PeteTansleyFitness.com. Check those out. Drop me a comment either here on my YouTube page down below or preferably over on my blog, and I'll get back to you straight away. And look, let's do a follow-up video for this. Lots of interest. So I'll see you on the other side, and peace out.